Hi, Diane. How are you? Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, and oracle card advisor. Um, Sorry, I know it took maybe a couple more days than you probably thought it was going to. Life threw a couple little kinks in there, so you know how that is. So some of my appointments got pushed back. So anyway, I'm going to start off with these cards that I pulled. So since you had to wait, I pulled a whole bunch. But these cards that I pull are about this relationship, but it's if you stay on the path you're on now. You have the free will choice to walk away and change it. These cards are not concrete 100%. You can decide tomorrow that you want that guy over there in that corner. So that's your free will choice. These cards are for if you stay on this path right now, right where you're at. Hope I made that. I don't hope you understand what I mean. So so I'm going to have to pick them up from where they're at. I'm going to start off with these, and this is just kind of a general thing about the relationship. This is about pretty much socializing, dating, going places, going to parties, going to public places, things like that. And this one is about commitment. Doesn't necessarily mean marriage or engagement. It's about a commitment, a tie together, a promise. And this is the writer. Let me move my fat finger there. And it's about there's a good message coming along with these social engagements, this commitment. There's a handsome new person. There you go. Bringing good news, exciting news or messages. So those are all very positive cards about the relationship. So we'll start off with, I asked about 3 months, 12 months, and 18 months, how this relationship will kind of pan out in that time period if you stay on the current path you're on now. So, sorry, I didn't have enough room on my table to put all these. So the 3 month, we're going to start on the 3 month row. Queen of Gabriel, you can do anything right now. Go after what you want, the ability to attract helpful people. So there's going to be people that will help you along. Sorry, I have to peek around the card to see if it's in there. So you're going to have helpful people. You can do anything right now that you make your mind up to. And then we got the competition card with the warrior guides. So if there is any arguments, little ruffles in the relationship, just remember you can't always win, you can't always be right. Sometimes you just got to fight fair and concede. So try not to do the warrior thing too much. Don't need any competition. And this is still for the 3 months. Visualize abundance in all forms. Visualize it. Visualize what you want it to look like, feel like, be like. I mean, if you think about the negative part of it, it's like, oh, well, I don't have this yet from it, and I don't have this yet from the relationship. Visualize what you do want and try to stay away from the negative side of it. But visualize it, write it down, have a picture of it in your head. What would it feel like? What would it be like? What do you want it to be like? Without overdoing it. Then we have the door to personal, what's it say? Door to personal healing and happiness. Let's see if I got that card in there right. Okay. This is about new beginnings in your personal life. And see that door? You have the free will choice to walk through it. You don't have to walk through it. But that door to a new beginning in your personal life is open in the next 3 months. And it's up to you to walk through it. whether you want to or not, but you don't have to. So that would change the whole card reading if you didn't walk through it. You see the rainbow? See the rainbow on the other side of that door and the dove? I don't know if it's that clear to you. It's waiting. And then surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. So just right now, accept what is. Accept the way it is and try to feel as free as she looks. And just flow with it and let it pan out the way it's going to. Instead of, if you fight it, then you've got all that stress energy and then it's going to push things away instead of attracting it to you and just doing what is instead of what you're trying to force it to be. So then we're going to go to 12 months. Sorry, I have to bend over to pick them up. So we're going to start out with Archangel Sandalphon. The search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. So look for those friends that are going to help you along the way. And maybe the way you're trying to make this relationship happen, maybe you need to sit back and surrender to what is from that last card and kind of let it be what it is. Don't try to force it. Consider an alternative approach. That's what's sticking out to me. Yeah, I'm listening to my guides. I'm hearing don't force it. Don't try to make it where it has to be this certain way. Because your guides and angels might have a better idea for you, so allow that to unfold. And work on the self-esteem. Be a little more, ease up and be a little more tolerant of yourself. I'm trying to listen. I know. I didn't quite hear. Sorry, I was trying to listen to my guides. Just be a little tolerant of yourself. Don't let anybody knock your self-esteem down. But don't make your self-esteem so strong either that there's more of that energy pushing things away. I keep hearing them say they want me to keep coming back to surrender to what is. So don't push things away. And don't be thinking, well, I don't have this commitment yet. I'm not good enough. And going along with the self-esteem one is pay yourself first. Make yourself most important. Take care of yourself. Invest in yourself. Because you're not going to attract somebody if you don't take care of yourself. If you don't, how do I want to say it? But pay yourself first. Take care of you. Worry about being you, and that will attract him. Then we have the strategy card, but it came in upside down. So in the next 12 months, there's going to be a stall from a lack of planning. Reevaluate the plan. Get out of the role of passive observer and become the author of your own destiny. So you need to do a little planning. You need to make this card go right side up and do some planning. Have a little strategy. There we go back again. How do you want it to look? Write it down. Put it on your refrigerator. Put it on your bedroom mirror. How do you want this to look and feel? Get a plan. Turn that card right side up. Get a plan on how you want it to work in the end, but don't think that it's going to happen just as exactly as that plan looks, because like I said before, your guides and angels might think, but this over here is going to get you there, but it's a better road to get there, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. That don't make sense to me sometimes. And well, the tail end of all these roads are my release cards. So they want you to surrender your addictions. That doesn't necessarily mean alcohol, drugs, anything like that. You can be, whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. So if you, I'm getting you're addicted to negatively thinking about yourself. Let me see what they're showing me. So I don't quite understand the picture they're showing me. So they're wanting you to turn the dark, heavy thoughts and turn it around where the sun is. They're showing me the sun. They want you to surrender your addiction to thinking all these heavy thoughts. And there we go back to your self-esteem. Go back to your self-esteem. Don't think that way. Go towards the brighter thoughts. If you have a negative thought about the relationship or yourself, write down 5 positive things about it. Positive. So surrender that addiction to thinking that way. Then we're going to the 18 months. You can decide tomorrow to boot him out the door too, so that would change the whole freaking reading. This is just if you stay on this path. So 18 months, we'll see where we're at. Archangel Michael, it will all be better if you just make a decision. Over analyzing a problem, find a compromise. So don't get so into your head that you get that law of attraction thing going on where you're pulling all that heavy stuff towards you. Don't overanalyze. The more you think about the heavier stuff, the more you draw it to you like a magnet. So don't overanalyze too much. We're going to go back to that surrender to what is. And the exhaustion. So in 18 months, if you're overanalyzing a problem, you're going to just wear yourself out. Overdoing is fear in disguise. Ask your guides and angels for help and allow them to do some of the work, but you have to ask them. They cannot override your free will. So don't overanalyze so much that you just wear yourself out. Ask them for help. They will open doors for you, but then you have to walk through that door. They can't make you do it, but they can open them. They can bring the things to you. So then, as you go along and do that, your obstacles and blocks are lifted. And I'll actually hold that card up there so you can pause it. If I can hold it still. So you can read it if you want to. If you want to pause it, I'm assuming it's backwards. It looks backwards to me, but so you work on these things about not drawing all of that to you and overworking your head, and your obstacles and blocks will be lifted. And you don't have to wait 18 months for that to happen, but there'll be something going on in the next 18 months where you need to think about this, need to think about it. And then your financial constraints. It's upside down. And that's a good thing that this one's upside down, because you're going to have an increase of money coming your way in the next 18 months. It's going to flow to you more easily, especially if you work on getting those obstacles and blocks lifted. You work on surrendering your addiction, whatever the addiction is, and work on those things, and it actually takes down a wall that you put up. You know, if you're going like this, and if you surrender all those things and you surrender to what is and all that, it eases that, and it actually allows some of the good things to come to you, because you can block those things just by, I know, I do it. I'm not criticizing, I do it. Then I felt I needed to pull 2 surrender cards. Like I said, these are my surrender cards, and I always pull them at the end of the road to see what we need to surrender to make that happen. So we get surrendered miracles, and miracles are not always fireworks going off and rainbows and all that. There's little, small, everyday miracles all the time. So surrender to the miracle of what's going to happen in the next 18 months. And it's going to have something to do with passion. Passion. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. So surrender to that miracle, because if you surrender to the passion and you let it flow, you're going to get all that coming to you. And these are actually very good cards. And a lot of when I pull my cards, I try to tell you what you need to do to work on yourself, because you can't help somebody else if you're not whole. If you're wore out and you're exhausted and you're not whole, you can't have the energy to attract what it is you want. Does that make any sense? I feel like my head's not, I'm not saying the right words or something. So I hope you understand. So pay yourself first. Do what you need to do. Pay yourself first. Take that bubble bath. Take that walk. Relax. Listen to some good music. Crank the radio up. Whatever it is you need to do to pay yourself first, do it. And that will turn on that little light that glows, your aura that glows. It'll make it glow, and then everybody will be drawn to you like a moth is to a lamp. So that's everything looks good as long as you stay on this path. You have the free will choice to go choose another path, choose another door. But this is just about you and this relationship, and that's what you asked for, and that's all I pull cards on. So I hope you enjoyed. Sorry you had to wait a couple extra days. And let me know. Let me know if you have any questions. Check out my Constant Connections page. Come on over. We do some free stuff on there when I get free time, which has been really hard lately. So much love to you. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, and oracle card advisor. See you later.